Is this your first time taking a cruise? Well, you're in luck because in this video, we're going to talk about some things you need to do and things you need to know before your first cruise from someone who's been there before. This girl coming right up. I'm Antoinette and welcome back to my channel. At Frolic and Courage, I believe that when you have the practical details taken care of, you gain the freedom to frolic, have the courage to try new things, and go have an amazing time on your trip. So I'm starting a new cruise series. We're going to talk about things to know before your cruise, what to wear, what are you going to do on sea days, a dining review based on my trip on Royal Caribbean Enchantment of the Seas, 4 nights to the Bahamas. So if you're down for learning more about cruising, give this video a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and let's get into the video. The first tip I have for you is to print your cruise document. So what am I talking about? When you sign up for a cruise, you enter in your email address, you type it in, and a couple days, more like a week or so, maybe even a month, you'll receive an email from your cruise ship vendor. With Royal Caribbean, they'll give you what's called a guest ticket booklet. Print the materials out. Sure, you can have it on your phone if you want to, but guess what? On a cruise, you do not have any internet coverage or even really any Wi-Fi unless you pay for it, and quite honestly, not a lot of people pay for it because it's like $15 a day. It contains information like your check-in time, what time you signed up to eat, your whole cruise itinerary, directions to the terminal, some things you need to know like the alcohol policy, any type of baggage questions you may have. You also learn about the gratuity information if you've already paid it, how much it is per day, what you can and cannot bring on board, what happens when you're disruptive. And it also has your cruise contract, which has important things like, hey, what happens if I'm left at the cruise port or I fail to make it on time? Newsflash, if you don't make it on time, you get left and it's your expense to get back. All of those important details are listed in your cruise summary packet. Print it, read it, know it, live it, breathe it, and you'll be just fine. And inside your guest ticket booklet, you also print off your luggage tags, which are very important and help expedite the check-in process. These are what the luggage tags look like, and you have to print and assemble all these things yourself, which in my vlog, you'll see exactly how to do that, but all of that is contained in the cruise summary document. If you book your excursions online and in advance, your tickets will be waiting for you in your stateroom, so you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to wait for them to print it out. They will already be there for you. And also, if you plan on getting a drink package or any special add-on, do it before you go because the prices tend to be really cheap online. And if you booked your cruise far enough in advance and you have any type of room credit or cruise credit, you can apply that to your excursions and anything you book, like a specialty dining experience. You can do it online. It's so easy, it's so simple, and it's taken care of. So when you get on the boat, all you have to do is just show up and enjoy yourself. Another tip I have for you is to check in online before your cruise to expedite the process. There's a couple of things you need to do when you check in, like type in your passport number, take a photo, and you can submit all those documents if you just log into your account online. So save yourself the hassle and increase the time that you get to spend on your cruise by doing it all online in advance. You can also expedite your check-in process by printing out those luggage tags and securing them to your luggage, like I mentioned before, when you arrive to the cruise terminal port. There is usually a maybe 8 to 10 hour window for when you arrive to when you set sail. If you come first thing in the morning, it's a nice, easy breezy time. But if you come after 1 p.m., mind you, you might only have about 2 hours to check in and it'll be really fast. But if you show up after 1 p.m. like we did, there were no lines. And we kind of got expedited through because it was almost time to go to sea. But you're gonna have to go through airport-like security with all of your luggage and your bags and the screening process. So know that when you're going through security screening, you're gonna have to have a copy of your set sail pass, which you can download in the RCI Caribbean app or print it off in your cruise documents here. But you're also gonna have to have a picture ID and your passport, something to verify that you are who you say you are, ready to go so you can quickly move through the line. And you heard that with Royal Caribbean, there's actually an app where you can have your set sail pass already typed in before your trip. So I highly recommend downloading the Royal Caribbean app because when you're actually on board, you can kind of use that to check your itinerary, to see any shows. You can connect for free to the Wi-Fi. You can only access the app through the Wi-Fi. But that app will give you the time and also let you know what dining options are available and a whole bunch of other things. And you'll see all of that when I post my cruise vlogs over the next few weeks. But download an app. If your cruise ship has an app, download it. It will be your friend while you're on board. It's also important to note that if you check your bags in, just like an airport, the cruise staff will screen them through security and then place them in your room. So as your bags are going through screening, it also helps. And another pro tip for cruising is to bring a day bag with you, like a small backpack or a tote bag or something that has any type of electronics, like your camera, your phone, any medications you need, or anything that you need to just survive for a couple of hours without your main luggage. By having a bag with you, you can go ahead and take advantage of all of the activities that await you on the cruise ship before you actually leave the port. So you can go swimming if you want to. You can check out the buffets and get something to eat while everyone's still kind of exploring the ship. When you first get on board, that is the perfect time to take advantage of any of the cool onboard activities like the rock climbing or wave riding like mock surfing. But if you don't bring a day bag, how are you going to change into your bathing suit? So bring a day bag with you so you can take advantage of the activities before the crowds start. It's also a great idea to arrive a day early before your cruise starts. If you're cruising out of Port Canaveral in Orlando or even Miami, those are the major cruise ports in the United States, then know that from the airport to the cruise terminal, there's going to be a lot of toll roads. So make sure you figure out transportation from the airport to the cruise terminal in advance. There are buses you can take. Some cruise lines like Disney, they have a special bus that'll pick you up from the airport. You can also rent a car, but know that if you rent a car, there are a lot of toll roads. So make sure you bring a lot of quarters with you, or you buy any type of Sun Pass or an E-Pass to get you through the toll roads so you're not owing anything or you don't get a bill when you get back. There's also a site called getepass.com where you can buy that E-Pass in advance, have it sent to your house and ready to go to slap on your rental car so you can go down there without having to worry about bringing change. You also want to invest in space-saving products. So, what do you mean by space-saving products? Well, cruise rooms are notoriously small. They're a lot smaller than a hotel room, and so space is tight. But the cruise lines have designed each individual stateroom or cabin for maximum efficiency. So there are a lot of cabinets, drawers, pulls, closets, but it's all in a very tight space. So if you're used to spreading out everywhere, make sure you hone that back with space-saving products like a compression bag for all your clothes where you can roll out all of the air and save a lot of space. Or like a toiletry bag that you can hang on the door and have your toiletries resting on a door so you're not taking up the important real estate that's in your stateroom. You can also invest in things like cord wraps and organizers if you don't want to invest in some special technology bags for your phone or your camera or your iPads or anything like that. Then consider even getting a plastic bag to house all of your cords in so you know where they are. You can put them in a drawer, a tiny drawer, because again, space is very limited in a cabin. So pack light. You don't need the world with you, but if you can find a way to compress what you have into a smaller space, you will thank yourself later. By the way, I'm so rude. I forgot to ask you. I told you I went on a Bahamas cruise, but where are you cruising? Type it in the comments down below. Let me know where you're going and what cruise line you're taking. Is it Royal Caribbean? Is it Princess? Is it Carnival? Is it a Disney cruise? As you're typing out which cruise line you're taking and where you're going in the comments down below, also remember to bring a water bottle with you and stay hydrated. Do not stay thirsty, my friends. Stay hydrated on your cruise. You're gonna be out in the middle of the sea with the sun beaming down on you. You're gonna go to shows, eat amazing food. You're gonna run all around the boat doing all these cool things, so it's important to stay hydrated. So if you don't want to buy one of those expensive drink packages, you do have access to free water, free juices during the buffet for breakfast, as well as lemonade and tea. But water will be your best friend. You're going out to the beach, you're going to all these different places. So a pro tip is to just get a cup from the buffet, fill it full of water, put it in your water bottle so you can stay hydrated all along the way. And if you forgot your water bottle, you can also buy one of the branded ones on the cruise like we did here. This was Hun's massive water bottle, and they are kind of expensive. But if you can bring your own and fill it with water and sip on it casually during the day, you'll stay hydrated, you'll have a little bit more energy to continue to explore and have a great time on your trip. Those are my top things to do and to know before you head on a cruise. So share this with your cruising buddy, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to click subscribe to my channel and be on the lookout for the future cruise vlogs, or check out some of my other series on different destinations like Paris, Madrid, London. So as I like to say, now that you know more about what to do before your first cruise, it's time to get excited about your trip. Frolic, have the courage to try new things on the boat, and go have an amazing time at sea. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!